anime review. First episode to continue. Welcome to Katsu. We are your trio of hosts. I am Vicky, here with Patrick.
How's it going?
And Cori.
I live to be your grandpa.
And this episode is about Loveless, the show where it finally answers the question burning in all people's minds. Animal ears, also human ears, also battles are cool. So let's get started with Patrick. What do you think of Loveless?
All right, so Loveless is, man, I'd say this show, it was a 2005 anime, and let's just say it is a 2000 anime like heck. Like the intro song, the characters, it's just, man, this is a show that I feel like what people would think anime is about, right? It's like, oh, you watch anime? Oh, you watch this show? That's what I kind of felt like, because it was just so cliche, a lot of the characters, and, you know, we got just so many tropes in here that I'm like, man, all them being put together really puts it like at a time capsule. Like, this is 2000, like hell.
It's very nostalgic.
Yes. It felt like, again, it's like you watch this show, like you're like, man, what a time to be growing up watching this show. Let's just say if I was a young boy or a young girl watching this show, I feel like Vicky, I gotta tell you personally, I don't know when you started watching this, but let's just say I understand, Vicky. I understand.
You can feel how influential this is on my personality as a whole.
Yes, exactly. Like it is. I guess I could go into what I like about the show. The only part that I'm interested in, of course, is the cat ears and cat tail. The first episode is kind of hinted at it, but there is no really real explanation about it. So, of course, I need to know more about what's that all about. It's like, you know, an adult is a person apparently that doesn't have their ears and tails.
And that's why you can't trust them.
But
that's very much it.
Yep. Besides that, I do like that fighting aspect of it. I mean, they didn't get too in detail, but I really like how, like, it's like, I don't know, it's like there's an enchantment, they go to like a different realm. There's apparently a partner system where there's like a sacrifice and there's like an attack. I don't know. Episode 2 felt like it's gonna get a little bit, you know, hinted at chains and pain. And so I can expect a couple of moaning from the game from this show.
I wasn't gonna go there, but now I'm there.
Like that. No, we are going there. The preview to episode 2 shows him in chains, and like I'm assuming he's gonna get hurt by getting they're taking battle damage. The true battle damage.
Vicky, please tell us about the future.
Yes, actually, that is an accurate representation of battle damage, because the sacrifice is the one that takes the damage, and it's symbolized in chains.
Battle damage sacrifice man?
I believe that's what they call it.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yep, the fighters are the ones that do the damage, and if it gets through, sacrifice.
Vicky, are you telling me, Vicky, that there is no, I'm sorry, Vicky, are you telling me that there's a someone who does damage and there's a receiver?
That's what I said. Battle damage sacrifice man, right? BDSM, got it.
Yup.
But yeah, it's an interesting show.
Cori, what are you thinking?
I like the art style. It reminds me of the 90s, even though that was released in 2005. I just really liked it. It distinctly reminded me of X or 1999.
Yes.
Oh, yep.
Which I think I mentioned last week, maybe. Which I think is a good show. I think it's could be better, that show, if you remade it, made it a little more coherent and fast-paced, but whatever, I like it. And yeah, the style just was like, oh yeah, this feels right. And I think I associate it with the 90s, even though, as Patrick said, it's very 2000s. And it's got that, like, very slight, it's like, it definitely looks more hand-drawn than computer, but it probably has like a slight amount of it, like when it was early days when they were still trying to figure out how to best use it.
Probably just for like the battle effects.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Just to cheapen, you know, the cost of the show a little bit. I felt like both good and bad. Everything that they said was an innuendo of some kind.
Yes.
Like, sometimes it was amazing, and sometimes it was like, Jesus.
Yep. And sometimes it was they were even beating around the bush. They just said, "Yo, I will take you down." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, oh man!
Right. I wrote down quotes. I wrote down quotes, you guys.
Yeah, and
All
he
right.
was like, "Are you talking about my ears?" And
When
and
you're a
he was
little
like,
more grown up, what should I do? These are words from the show.
Wait, did you guys watch the sub or the dub?
I watched the sub.
I watched the dub.
I was thinking so because I was like, in the sub, he phrases it like, how did he phrase it? He was like, "I'll wait till you're a little more grown up."
Yes.
It was like that instead of being like, "When you're grown up, what do I do to you?"
Oh, jeez.
But it was more like, "Oh wait."
One of them was like, "Do you want to create some memories with me?" And I'm like, "Holy crap! What?
Yeah.
You don't know this man, you 14 potentially year old boy?
And the boy's
what
blushing.
are you doing?
He's 12.
What?
He is 12.
Are you telling me he's 12 years old?
Yes.
These are 12-year-olds. Yep.
What in the heaven?
And
Okay, wait a
Sobi
minute.
is 18.
That girl that was definitely flirting with him was not built like a 12-year-old.
Yui-
Yeah, exactly.
Yuiko?
Yuiko is not.
She was
a
built like
12-year-old.
she was 16 and she was ready to party.
She should have been a blonde
wearing
character.
a midriff.
Right? Right?
So
Speaking
actually,
English.
it's not just cat ears. There's also because they just refer to them as ears.
Yeah, Mimi.
There's dog ears too. She's more of like a doggish.
Oh, is that why
character.
she's like happy-go-lucky?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't see her tail.
Yeah, she had a tail. It was a short upward one, like a little dog tail.
Right.
Okay. I only really
But
noticed, honestly, his what's his main character's name again?
Ritsuka,
Yeah.
The-
Emo Sasuke.
our main character.
I only noticed Emo Sasuke, his tail. Is the only tail I noticed in the entire show. I don't know why that was. Because I saw it, I'm like, hey, you got a tail. Wait, where's everybody else's tail? And I saw no other tails.
Do you know why?
Or I got distracted during the end of the show when they were talking to the other dude.
The reason why you can see his tail is because he is excited all the time.
That's actually kind of true because the first time you really, because it's a cat's tail
Yep.
and it's like he comes off as standoffish, and then you really see it notice it when it perks up when he's talking to Sobi after he's like, "I know your brother,"
Oh God, this show.
and I love this show. I
Of
love
course
it.
you do.
I love Loveless.
Of course you love.
Why does Vicky love this man boy love?
Yeah, Vicky, can you explain to me
First of all-
what do you like about this show?
It's Shounen,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just it's just
For
the
anyone who's never
relationship.
heard, Shonen I is also known as Nambla.
No,
No. That's a little bit too much.
First of all, it's boy love. Second of all,
I'm working Nambla a couple more times. Just get ready for that.
oh my god,
Well,
it's the relationship.
Yeah, between a boy and a man. Let me go with
Moving
this.
along.
Give me
No.
strength. So he kisses the boy on the lips.
Did you guys take notes to
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I
y'all
wrote down
have
the whole
receipts
script.
to come at me
I
with?
wrote the whole
Yes.
script.
Yes.
I wrote the whole script. That's how invested I am.
When I watch, look, professionally, if I see something, I am a mandated reporter.
Oh my god. Yeah. You would, yeah.
So I'm going to
So when
notice
you
some
think-
man-boy love, okay?
It's just yeah, it's
If they were both 16, I'll be like, all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
If they were both 25, all right. He's 12.
If they're above
He is
12,
12, yeah.
if they're above 12, it would be a
That'd
show
still be weird.
about. It would be
I don't
weird,
wanna
but
think
it
about
would
that
be.
either.
But it would be a show about kids being kids, right? Like puberty.
Cardcaptor Sakura.
Yeah, exactly. This is an awakening show, as they like to call it. This show is an awakening show.
actually
It's gonna awaken things in
Who?
people.
Who is awakening? The man or the boy?
It could be both.
Both?
Porque no los dos.
oh my god.
Okay. I am here to dunk on stuff, but I got to give you your respect. It is an enjoyable show to watch. What else do you like
Thank
about
you.
it?
See, what's crazy is this first episode, while it has the tension that and the mystery that a first episode should have to get you to watch the second one,
Mhm.
the most interesting thing for me is the battles, which they only get a little bit into. But everyone tends to focus on the ears,
Yes.
and also like the earless ones being adults and being like, this is an adult. Oh, like,
You
And the
know,
shaming.
they really trash on that teacher who didn't lose her ears.
They ear shame her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's like the exact opposite of what I would expect the Japanese to, because they have this thing about being pure. Like they go out of their way to make characters that are pure, and they're pure, and I'm like, that teacher's pure as hell. She's 25 years old or whatever they said, and she hasn't lost her ears yet. Like now they're judging her for being too pure, but also you're not like it's double standard. I don't like that either.
It's because she's not an adult in the society's view. She still has her ears, which is a very childish trait.
Oh, jeez.
Like,
sorry,
the way you.
I thought it was,
no,
I thought it was something like, okay, this is gonna, okay, editor, we might need to cut this out. But here's real talk, right? If this was a real thing, would you? Okay, man, I don't know if I should say.
All right, let me see if I can help you out, Patrick. All right,
okay.
I only recently understood. I've heard the reference many times, but I only understood the joke. Like it's a really kind of sexist joke in Japan about being 26. It's like. You don't want your women like fruitcake after Christmas or something, because it's like once they're 26, they're spoiled or something. You know what I'm talking about? You don't know that one?
Okay, so when you hit,
I can't remember the exact.
When you hit 20, you're like that's like a what is it? Like a celebration when you hit 20,
Peak.
Hitachi.
Okay.
Age 20, like there's the word Hitachi. Like it's like that's like R18 in America, but like. It's really, it's like they celebrate, like that's, you're 20, you're a grown person.
You're an adult.
Yep, you wear your fancy.
Is that spelled the same way as that other thing that's definitely an adult toy?
Whoa!
No,
No, that's a different,
Hitachi.
That's a different one. Wait a minute.
You get a Hitachi on your Hitachi.
They know what they're doing. They knew what they were doing, okay?
Oh, I feel like they did, because I made that connection real fast. I'm like,
yeah, Cori. You are very educated.
Japan. I didn't hear Kawasaki. I heard.
But yes, when you're age 20, you're like a grown woman, and any age after that, you're right. You're kind of like, whatever to your metaphor, like you're slowly losing in your age, and you're less desired. Let's say, but that's like with most things, even in America too. When you hit, when you get older, that's just kind of how it is. But yeah,
I feel like in America, it's like 23 is when people really hit their stride.
I think that. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
Yeah, I think that part of it is that they really seem to, again, from a outsider looking in, focus on that age of 25, 26. While I think in America, there's definitely a youth focus that is been more longer established. I don't think we're as worried about it until we hit about 30. And we're not worried about the exact same thing. It's more of a general like, oh, you're old now at 30, Because if you're 25, no one's like, oh, you're 25, you're still young. Oh, you're 28. Oh, you're still, like, no one's ever like, oh, 28. Oh, my God. I think we really do say, like, about 30, it's that 3, right? Because 20, oh, yeah, you're still in your 20s. You're still just out of high school, just out of college. But 30 is like, you're an adult. Where's your car? Where's your house?
Yeah, it's like,
where's
your achievements in life?
Yep.
Why don't you have kids? What's wrong with you? Like 30 is like...
It's like, who are you getting your life insurance through? It's very much like you are just... You're ready for the grave at 30.
Oh, why haven't we talked about your HOA
Japan,
yet?
That's in your 26s.
You're not invested into any stocks? What is this?
It's like you're wasting your life if you don't have a pension already set up.
I mean, look, you're basically 31. Where's your grave plot? I'll put a flower.
Oh, jeez. That's not too far from the truth.
To get more on top of that, I was playing Tales of Vesperia, and Raven is like 30, and they call him old man all the time. Like it's the truth. And it's like, no. I've seen Master Roshi.
Like every novel is young adult. I know, right? It's like there's no 30-year-olds in like any kind of media. It's always like if they're there, they're the oldest.
Right. It's like it's either the youngest people, and then it's like the old veterans who are like the ones that show up, right? Like 50, 40 years, like the but that 30 age is like a middle ground. Like it's like a mystery zone. There's like not really those type of
You're
people
not
there.
allowed to be a 1,000-year-old lolly, but you're also... Yeah, it's weird. It makes no sense. Anyway. So,
extremes.
In the anime we just watched, Skate the Infinity, they call what's his name old, and he's like 25.
That's not even old in...
They call him old man.
That's not even old in, like, professional sports. Like, 35 is old in basketball, right? But not in, like, professional sports, other than maybe baseball, like, 35, all right, you're getting up there. It's harder to heal up and all that stuff. But, I mean, pitchers in baseball are, like, the only ones who can make it to, like, maybe 45, 50. No, well, 50 is insane. Never mind. But, yeah, like, it's so weird.
He gets up there. But it's kind of like every sport has a expiration date for how old their people can be.
Right. I mean, we're talking about...
It's the same in Japan.
And we're talking about their best players. Like, the best players in a sport can make it to 35 plus. You know? Like, I think Kobe, he retired at, like, 34.
Wow.
You know?
I didn't realize he was retired.
He retired a couple years ago.
That's young.
But... yeah, like 34.
That's hecka young.
Oh, I'm rich. I'm gonna retire and do something else now. Like Shaq. Shaq's got to be at least 40 something right now, at least.
Shaq's
like 50s probably. Yeah.
There we go. But he's retired how many years ago? Like 20 years ago? Was it mid 2000s?
Right.
Anyway, he's
hella long.
Yeah, he doesn't look that old, but you know he's a 7 foot tall black man. What kind of do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. So what else do you like about Loveless?
The battle system, the partner battle system is what I really like. And it's almost like you should watch episode 1 and 2 together to get both sets of what the world is setting up. And because you don't know why there's fights, why there's fighters, why there's sacrifices, why they're fighting, why this kid's name is Loveless, why the other,
they did explain why he was called Loveless and the other guy was called, what was Seimei? What was he called? Like
Seimei.
He's a fighter.
Seimei was
fighter?
Beloved.
Beloved, yes. Okay, quick question.
So much.
Is Seimei his literal brother?
Seimei is his older brother.
Okay.
Yes. Older
true.
brother.
That confused me the first 15 minutes or 12 minutes or so. I was like, wait, who?
You bring up a good concern because, like, when you say Oni-chan or whatever, I'm like, he's just talking about his literal older brother because they throw that word as like a pronoun, like, hey, that's my bro. Like, is that like your bro or like your real or your level bro?
Scar
you know?
The Freightar.
Yeah.
Right.
Scar,
like their brothers, but it's like
exactly. And
I mean,
that was a little confusing.
We're not related biologically, if that's what you need to know.
We're just related by circumstance. But no, this is literal older brother, and there's so much mystery. Like, I could do tons of spoilers for it, but if people like it, you should just actually watch it because it's only 12 episodes. It's really good. But the battle system,
I think, like you said, there's a lot of mystery in the first episode. Like, a lot of plot is actually dropped on top of you. Like, you just don't know why the kid wants, like, is so important with his memory. Like, he would just take pictures right away, and it's like, I mean, it kind of foreshadows that. I'm just guessing that he has like amnesia or like he has memory loss because that's why he's like, oh, I need to remember these things. Maybe he forgot his brother's name or like he was his older brother. That's why he's like really, so obsessed with creating memories and trying to find out his brother. But
you actually got it. He had a amnesia event, and that's why he's like collecting memories so he never forgets things.
Right.
And just the scene with them taking pictures was so borderline inappropriate. Where it's just like, oh.
I mean, in context, if an actual brother and his little brother and older brother, like that's cute, that's awesome, right? Like family, but like no, this is not like who is this adult
your older
man?
brother's friend.
Look, if I have an older brother and he dies and I can't remember what he looks like, and then some strange older man, while I'm 12 years old, by the way, says, "Don't leave. I'm going to grab you, stranger. I know your brother." First off, let me go. I don't know you. Secondly, I don't trust you. Stranger danger. I've been taught better. I mean, and lastly, like that, what? He was real. So can I all right, let me say this.
But he has his tattoo of his brother's name.
Dude was real excited to hang out with this guy who claims to be his brother's friend, while this girl who again is 12 apparently, and stacked like she's not 12 at all, is like on his ass.
Yes.
She is thirsty for this 12-year-old boy that is her seat, and that's cool. 12-year-olds can like 12-year-olds. You get my point.
Yeah, he doesn't want the age appropriate friendship.
Oh jeez.
He wants the you said you my brother. Let's go take some pictures in the park.
Look. If I met someone, if I met someone who had my brother's name tattooed across his chest, I'm gonna be somewhat interested. I'm gonna be curious. I'm like, wait a minute, why do you have my brother's name tattooed all over your chest? Why does it glow? Why does it have magical powers? What is this all about? Like, this as a standpoint.
It's on his neck.
Yes, on his neck. Yeah.
Like, and that's not tattoos. It's scarred in.
Yes, it looked like someone just said. Just drew it into it with a knife.
Spoilers?
Oh man!
Pause on that for now.
Do you want some spoilers?
Hold up for a minute. Let's finish this part, and then we can go into spoilers, and then we can go into the B side. But let's do this part.
All right, Cori, time to dunk.
This is the dislike side.
Yep,
time to slam dunk on this show.
Hope y'all like donuts because it's dunking time.
I mean, we actually hit on a lot of it. Like this.
Yeah.
Okay, like I said, everything is an innuendo. So every time older dude talks, it sounds like whatever you get. It sounds like he's trying to have sex with this child.
No, he is just a smooth adult
who loves this 12-year-old boy, also known as Nambla.
For a reason.
He's the guardian. Here's the thing. I'm watching the show through like the context of this show. He's like his brother's spider, right? So if his brother's spider died, he wants to help his little brother. I mean, again, it's still questionable, but
how old?
As a plot
was his brother?
It makes sense.
I believe they were both college. They went to college together. So I think they're like 19 or 20.
Yeah,
that makes it better.
Yeah.
But
that's true. The other fighter pair, Breathless, brought up that like Sobi was Beloved's fighter, and now he's trying to be Loveless's fighher.
Yeah, they seem like, very disgusted by that.
Yep.
Also, those two
context.
Those two, the other pair would seem like they were also rather young.
Yeah, they're also 12.
But that's fine, right?
So we got this old man. Okay, we got this 19-year-old man hanging outside of a high school, grabs a 12-year-old without any warning, and says, "Hey, you're going to spend some time with me now. I've been looking for you because you didn't come to me." Right? Then this 12-year-old is like, "Let's make some memories together." And then they take a whole lot of pictures, and then he's holding his hand and getting real close, and he's like, "Give me strength." And then he kisses him. Nambla!
And the thing is, and right before that, he says, "I'm not going to do anything." And then he does.
I forgot about the whole "I don't trust adults" thing, but you're an adult, but then you made out with me. But now I'm still going to trust you.
It was not a makeout.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was just a kiss.
I'm sorry. There wasn't tongue involved that we know of.
There was just...
They didn't animate that.
Yeah.
It was a
chaste. We didn't see any saliva dripping off of their lips that we know of.
Look, you guys. Like, I am an earless grown-up, but it's okay. I won't do anything. I'm an earless grown-up. You could trust me, man. You could trust me. I will take you down.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take you down, boy.
Man, what am I watching, guys? God. Vicky, what did I just watch?
Don't look. Show. I will get rid of them.
Something that you want to see more of.
Man.
It's so good. Y'all don't even know. It's so good. The plot is really good. And it gets crazy and wild, and it's really in depth.
How long until he takes his shirt off?
His shirt's always off.
No one.
Yeah, I know. That was my implication. Which one?
Okay. When we meet the team shirtless, that's going to be a good episode.
Breathless, beloved,
they should have
loveless,
called
shirtless.
They should have called the team Breathless because that's like BL, and like instead of calling it LL, like be on the mark. You know, the show is called LL, like for Loveless,
on
but
the mark.
Come on, call it Breathless. Like, don't.
Now you said this was technically Shounen Ai, right?
It is Shounen Ai.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not yaoi that we know of.
Yeah.
No.
No,
It's a battle anime.
just the relationship focused.
Yep.
All right.
Uh,
So there's no
kind of like a
So there's only kissing underage children, is what you're saying.
basically, yeah. If I have to admit it, sure.
She says with a smile.
All right.
So this is a grimace.
This has been
like,
your. This has been your. This is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. All right.
All right.
Patrick,
do you have any extras slams you want to put on it?
No, I guess it's not really. It's not really what I hate about it. I guess it's more of a like it goes in a particular bid for me. But like I said before, I understand this show. Like I can get it. And again, if you were younger and you were watching this show, and let's say you grew up the show like we were watching Sailor Moon, and you're watching Cardcaptor Sakura, because I know plenty of people who love Cardcaptor Sakura, and when they hit, 20 and 30s.
The American version or the Japanese version?
I mean, both. I mean, it doesn't matter. Okay. It's a cute, girl, whatever.
It's a cute show about a lesbian who wants to hang out with her friend.
Yep.
And a kindergartner who dates her teacher, and a older boy who's definitely getting hit on by the girl whose friend wants to hang out with her more and put her in nice clothes.
Yes, there's
and
a
cards.
lot.
And a lion that turns into a bigger
a lot to dunk on.
Yep.
But I do enjoy Cardcaptor Sakura.
Yeah. So. Yeah, lots of fighting. Again, I understand. Like it is that show that like it's once you first watch it and like this is like your if you were introduced to anime, this was like your first anime. Man, it's gonna be like wow. People are gonna be like wow in a good way or wow in a bad way. So
yeah, I don't know if I want to give this to too many people as their first.
No, it's
maybe
not
like their fifth anime. No. Like fifth anime, I'm like, all right, you know what the baseline is? Here's something just a little bit worse.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is for a specific subsection of anime fans
who are not worried about
Fujoshis. Well, true. On my rewatch, because it's been a long time since I watched it, it does have like when I was younger and I watched it, I was like, "Oh, this is amazing! This is so great!" And now watching it as an old woman, because I'm 34 now, I'm just like, "Ooh, this has connotations and like, whoa, this was kind of probably too young to have watched it when I did, kind of thing." But it's still good, even despite all of its more worrying aspects.
Yeah,
but it's Shounen, so it's not going to get too crazy.
Yeah.
It's like Black Butler, just slightly inappropriate.
I was gonna say though, I feel like the thing about Black Butler is, as much as it definitely likes to like hint at that, the butler never kisses the main child.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's just very much more like I wouldn't even say innuendo. It's just hinted at.
Yeah, it's definitely implied. It's not even implied. It's just like it's basically you see stuff happen. You're like, what if they kissed? Like in your head though, like the show's like, they're not kissing, but you're like, what if they kiss?
Look,
yep. I think that's it. That's it exactly. Yeah. Like younger me seeing this, and it was like, oh my god, he just kissed him. What the hell?
I think that's,
they went there.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I like. I applaud this show for like just this is the show. Like episode 1, we are making a kiss. We are gonna make all the boundaries right here, and we don't have to wait till episode 12 to when they actually kiss. Like episode 1, let's create. This is like let's just do it. So we set the tone. Bam. Are you gonna like this? Yes.
Speaking of which, see, here's the difference between when I saw episode 1 of this. Okay, this is also an older show, so I kind of know it's not absolutely insane, though I don't actually know. This, and when we watched Redo of Healer. Redo of Healer was like, this is going to get worse. Like, I just knew it was going to get worse. This, I was like, technically that's wrong.
This is the worst.
But I don't know if it's going to get worse than that. I don't have any reason to believe it's... Like, I don't have any reason to believe he's going to do bad things to his child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than kiss him and maybe try and groom him.
There are no swimsuit scenes or no... there are no swimsuit episodes or bedroom scenes. I pray.
So is he going to teach?
There's no swimsuit scenes.
Is he going to
for sure?
that feels weirdly specific now, but I'm going to move on.
Ritsuka does not lose his ears.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, but he
So-
does not in the course of the anime.
That's
Yeah.
good.
lose
That's
his
good.
ears.
That makes-
So dramatic cat Sasuke, he's not going to learn how to become a man, is what we're saying.
He's
He's
not.
not going
He
to
does
get
not
healed.
become an
it
adult
were.
too soon. God.
Don't heal the kids.
I-
No healing for the kids.
Oh, God.
God.
Ah!
God.
Oh,
Oh
Okay.
my God.
those are
Okay,
terrible words.
Okay,
What have
okay,
you done?
you know,
Never
okay,
heal the
Vicky.
kids, Patrick.
Okay,
Never
never
heal
heal,
the
never
kids.
heal the kids. Don't go to the nurse's office, guys. Anyways.
Oh my God.
Okay, no, Vicky. Okay, I was just thinking a lot. Like, would I continue to watch this show? I would actually say yes, like, and not jokingly. Like, I would actually want to watch the show
Yeah.
because I want to see if they actually go there. Because my first thought was like, oh, they made fun of the teacher girl with her ears, right? I want to see if there's like
Mhm.
a one of those kids that does not have the ears, and if they tackle that episode, because that's going to be if they did, that's going to be a quite an interesting episode.
Okay.
I can't say I remember if any kids lose their ears, but there are a pair of girls that lose their ears.
Yeah.
And like, I wouldn't say that I don't remember quite how old they were, but it was like, I think they were high schoolers,
How
like older high schoolers.
how do they lose the actual? See, I'm still focused. The fighting
Right.
The fighting doesn't seem that interesting yet. So I'm still like, whatever. How
Yeah.
do they lose the ears? Do they just fall off in a gross way? Do they just disappear? Do they get absorbed into their brain? Do they shrink real slow? If you got a long tail, it's just gonna. Boop.
From what I can remember, you never really see
Mhm.
the loss of the ears and
I'm
stuff.
disappointed.
But
Me too.
the method by
too.
which they're lost seems to always be the same.
Hmm.
You know?
Got it.
I'm disappointed. I want Dragon Ball Z levels of detail on this tail.
Yeah.
I want this tail to just get cut
Like,
off
The,
and just
the
see
ears shrinking.
it.
Yep.
I want them to turn into Ozuru until someone cuts their tail off.
It just turns into butterflies and like flies
Okay,
away.
that would actually could be fun. It'd be
That would be
artistic.
great.
It'd be nonsense, but it would be artistic as all heck.
I want them to I want them to kind of pop off like toys, like
Ooh.
like a cat ear, like I said in the tail, like just pops off like. Oh.
Azumanga Daioh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, remember Chio's hair? Just,
Pigtails. Yep.
yeah,
Pigtails.
that's what I want. I
That's
want them
what
to
I-
be
that's
like,
what I
oh,
want.
I lost my innocence. Boop. And then, oh, here's my tail.
Keep these for later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, like I don't know, Vicky, Patrick. I don't know if you did this at all. As far as I know, this is a weird American thing where they like do your baby shoes in bronze. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And then like sometimes they like keep your like belly button stuff from when you're a baby.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so
your
weird
your umbilical cord.
Maybe yes.
Or what?
I never followed up on it. I just thought it was kind of weird as a kid. I'm like, okay.
You had me like I was following along with you in the first part, like, yep, bronzing shoes, keeping
Yeah.
those. And then you went to belly button stuff, and I was like, oh
Yeah, there's some weird thing
Totally
that
lost
some
me.
people
Some
keep.
people
that.
keep their
Well, okay, I
keep
say
their
weird.
cord.
It's not. It's weird to me, but I mean, you know, people get sentimental about
It's-
stuff.
it's out of the ordinary. Unusual.
I mean, basically, they got to embalm your body parts from
Yeah.
when you're a baby
Yep.
for
Yeah.
100
Yep.
years so that they can keep it in a little book and say, see, you were this.
Yep.
Anyway.
So weird.
All right.
Yeah, oh, will you watch Loveless?
Maybe someday I will come back to it. Yes. I think
Mhm.
it's definitely worth. I mean, if it's 12 episodes, it's at minimum.
Mhm.
I'll play it in English in the background while I'm doing something
Mhm.
less engaging in like Final Fantasy 14.
It's enjoyable. It's got good mystery plot
Mhm.
and suspense, and the battles really are where things start to pop off.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to know what the powers are. The whole like speaking words thing. I'm like, that sounds okay, but
Yeah.
I'm not actually
Oh.
as engaged in any one particular aspect, other than I want to know how the ears work,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I said last time.
It's just a symbol of innocence, but you do notice very clearly that they have two sets of ears.
Yes,
Yes.
and it didn't feel weird, which I'm like, oh, proof.
They did it. This is the way to show 4 ears can be not weird.
Yeah, this show is for science.
Yes.
I'm watching this show for science, guys. I just need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In fact, I might do a rewatch of the whole thing because it's been a while. Love the show. Love the manga. Gotta finish it.
Loveless. North American Man-Boy Love Association.
Loveless.
It's not okay. Getting into that real quick. Seibe gave Sobi to his brother Ritsuka, and
that sounds appropriate.
He's the guardian. He's his like because I feel like
he's his
yeah.
Well, he's his fight. So with the battle pairs, it's like it's supposed to be the name is on both people, like you're a pair. And spoiler alerts, Loveless is not on Sobi, and Beloved was carved into Sobi.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have a name, but that's why they're like he's disgusting because it's like the souls aren't a match. But
yeah, that's a
anyway.
weird question. So if Ritsuka, right, Loveless, right? Did he ever have a fighter? Because
that's the thing.
Because like if they're like in pairs, apparently, right? Like you said, if they are born, if they're like I don't know the lore, but if they're born or if they are spiritually connected by pairs, whereas his fighter guardian, and I swear to God, I hope it's not his own brother. If I'm calling that right,
Seibe was Beloved.
Yes, but I'm just thinking like anime. It's anime logic within anime logic. Like I'm just trying to think like where is his fighter? What's his guardian doing? You know, like where did he go?
Yeah, yeah. There absolutely is a Loveless fighter, just like there's a Beloved fighter, and neither of those were originally supposed to be Sobi. I don't think I don't really remember if you really get the answer to that mystery, but yeah. That's why the other pair were like, "This is wrong," because that's not how it's supposed to be.
They're breaking the rules.
Mm-hmm.
The man boy relationship, the man boy relationship is fine, but the rules of fighter being attached to another Loveless, to another sacrifice person, like, that is wrong. We gotta draw the line. That when they did that, they broke the rules.
Look, if it's justified by the rules, man boy love, whatever. You know, but if it's not, we don't like that.
Oh my God.
Find your own teenager. I'm sorry,
because they're
preteen.
Stop.
Jesus. But yeah, it all comes into play. Like Ritsuka ends up taking more damage because they're not supposed to be a pair.
You're not compatible.
And then you find out how the bond isn't there yet, and it never was supposed to be there. But like it grows over time. Like it gets better, and just like spells being how you say words is just chef's kiss. I love it that you could just like drop a fat like damage spell.
So you're saying you want to watch Jujutsu Kaisen some more?
Yes.
There's a character who that's what he does.
Yes, I do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, TikTok's gonna make me really watch Jujutsu Kaisen because they've got this guy that does like character impersonations, and it's like Hisoka in the Jujutsu Kaisen world going after the dude, and then he's like scared, so he brings out his demon, and then he's going after his demon. He's like, "Oh, possess me," and then he runs away too. Hisoka's the best. I mean, what? But yeah, I love Loveless. It's got a lot going for it. I'm glad you guys might give it a watch. Also, listeners, give it a watch. It's older, but man, the art style is reminiscent of watching Sailor Moon for the first time and thinking it's like top notch.
I will say that my ability to watch the show was limited. So what I watched was super compressed, and the background looked extremely washed out. Like it was like too bright, so that didn't help. But I didn't want to count that against the actual show. Yeah. I did think the art was, it looked nice. A little
fuzzy.
Felt good.
Yeah. It's made to be more flowery and more like symbolic in places. But yeah. Cool. That is Loveless.
All right. Patrick, Lord of All, what are we watching next week?
next week it's gonna be a doozy. We're gonna watch Wonder Egg Priority. This show seems like I'm not sure if we have seen a show like this and talked about it on the podcast yet, but this is kind of like feels like a trippy, emotional show from what I just saw, like the trailer of it. But very colorful, very trippy. It might be, and I guess I kind of like those type of shows. And so, Wonder Egg Priority, guys. Let's start with that.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to want to watch the second episode of this for other reasons. Not quality reasons, just like, I don't want to feel these feelings.
Yep, and that's probably the show. If you want to feel stuff, this is the show. Feelings, the show, and we haven't really. I don't think we've reviewed an anime like that yet, so it's gonna be interesting for us to talk about.
The closest we got was
Loveless.
Jobless Reincarnation.
No, Jobless Reincarnation. Yeah, that's still good.
Yeah. We're millennials. We don't want to feel things.
We gotta face our fears. We gotta face our feelings and watch Wonder Egg Priority again. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting topic. So, next week, guys, Wonder Egg Priority.
All right.
Cori, what do you have lined up?
For the week after?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to, unless I change my mind, we're going to do bottom tier character. God, I forget his name every time.
Tomazaki. Right?
Yeah, that bottom tier mofo. Yeah, that one. So, unless I change my mind, because that's those are the last two shows from this season, spring 2021. I think it's officially spring, or is it winter? I think it's winter 2021 is officially the season.
Yep.
Anyway, from January to now, March 27th, as we record it, that was like a popular show that people said was good, and we haven't even tried to look at it. So,
cool.
So yeah, let's a quick rundown from memory. We did Jujutsu Kaisen as sort of our easy first start premiere episode. Then we did the infamous redo of Healer. I want to say 3. Are we releasing 3 today?
Oh, we released 3 last
3 is
week.
already.
Yep.
Was that Spider?
Released.
Yep, Spider. So what?
I believe so.
Episode 4 is supposed kid from the last Dungeon Boonies moved to his starter town.
Oh, has anyone kept up with that one?
No, I haven't.
Has anyone watched that one?
Oh,
yeah.
Can we continue to watch it? No, I haven't continued.
So I have watched, I think up to episode 4 on that, or 5. I haven't watched it since. Spider, about the same. Redo of Healer. We know the answer to that.
Yep.
Jujutsu Kaisen. I realized that I had missed like 5 episodes, so I've been catching up on that again. And then, so that was 4, right? So 5 was...
Panty and Stocking.
Panty and Stocking.
Garter Belt.
Yeah, I watched a couple more of those. I think I'm on 4 or 5 on that one.
Next
was a cute high Earth Defense Club Love. Was that the next one after that?
Hey! Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
I haven't kept up.
Anything Mushoku Tensei is probably my favorite new anime of the season by a lot. Even though it's got problems up the butt.
So many problems.
Man,
those problems.
Anyway, it's good.
I am a defender of that show. Just as much as Vicky is the healer.
I will say this.
I'm just saying.
As much as Vicky, I don't know if defend is the right word, Vicky, but
I am letting it be a thing that exists.
Yes, okay.
I'm defending its right to exist.
As much as you do that, I feel like Mushoku Tensei has earned that better, even though
probably
it's definitely like gross. Very enjoyable, but gross still.
I would be a backer of it. I just can't get over that this 40-year-old man was like, hey, I'm a kid again. Let's do this. And it's like, dude, you should know better.
He definitely should know better and probably knows better, and it's gross. But for what it's worth, if it's worth anything, and if you think it's not, I completely understand. He's learning.
But it ain't no Loveless though, right? I mean, is there? He's got reasons too, right?
Oh,
he's got reasons, right? I mean, I could defend the boy Soulby because he's got reasons.
They're building a bond. It's
All right,
Vicky, defend
well,
yourself,
next time a
Vicky.
17-year-old and a 12-year-old want to build a bond, I'm going to have a question for you.
Okay. Right.
All right, Scar the Prey Tear? Nope.
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 Skate the
Nope.
Infinity. Have you watched any more Skate?
I want
hell
to.
yeah!
Yeah,
I'm on like episode 5.
There it is.
Man, I'm gonna finish that
5
one
of
too.
12, because we are at episode 12 this week for all the shows. Which means your favorite redo of Healer is about to wrap up. Anyway.
Yeah. And we'll do a wrap up of that when it's complete.
Whenever you get to it.
They're not gonna wrap that up though.
Oh, that's true.
Get a hentai supercut. Actually, of Interstellar reviewers.
Supercut.
Because there is one. There is a hentai supercut of
my goodness.
Interspecies reviewers.
Please, yep.
That's how I figured out what I wanted to rate that on the scale. Like, never mind, it's 10. Anyway, Ume Musume, Pretty Derby.
Yeah. Nope. No.
Patrick,
Watched.
Patrick,
Nope.
no.
Watched no more.
That was your show. That was your baby, and
Hey.
putting out the pasture.
Yep.
And then to this week was,
They have become gelatin.
oh my
yeah.
lord. Anyway,
I sent them
who
to
wants
the bush.
horseshoes? I got glue. And then this week we got Loveless, and then so that was 12 weeks. At minimum a half season.
Wait, you missed Eye Shield 21.
Oh
yes.
shit.
Last week
That's
was
right.
iShield 21.
Yeah.
My show.
Which I think I will watch because, man, the characters, the interesting way they depict football, just it's entertaining.
That show is one of the shows
So
that
good.
I like really want to watch, even though there's like 100+ episodes. That's like for some reason that is the show. Like I guess in comparison to the season that the 12 episodes that we did watch, I guess even though they're not all within the season. Mushoku Tensei, Jujutsu Kaisen, and then iShield 21 is like that is like my order kind of.
You watch those 3 shows in a week, and you're gonna have a much better week.
Yes.
Like, iShield 21 is a fantastic show to just, like, turn your brain off for 20 minutes and be like, oh, that was fun. And then move on. Like, it's not quite junk food, but it's adjacent. I think Jujutsu Kaisen is just a fantastic show to watch for a lot of other reasons. But Mushoku Tensei, you probably don't want to turn your brain off. You don't want to be, you don't want to learn too many things from any of the characters in that show. You want to pay enough attention.
Redo of Healer is like eating White Castle the day before you have to go to work.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
boy.
It's good, but you'll regret it.
Yeah. Because you're going to feel dirty, and you should.
Yep. It's actually the day before you have a meeting and an interview. You shouldn't do that.
Yep.
Look,
You want
if
to
I was going to tell a bunch of nerds what I liked, it ain't going to be Redo a Healer, even if I liked it.
If I were at an anime convention and everyone's like talking about their favorite animes of the season, I would bring it up just to have the discourse.
I guarantee you will have a great time. This is why I don't have great times.
For sure.
I'll be like, no, I don't want to be judged. I don't want to judge you. Let's not talk about this. I would much rather argue about whether Goku is a good dad or not.
But episode 2 though, episode 2. Come on, guys.
No!
Yo, episode 2 is popping, man.
Look, and then what's going to happen is they're going to be like, but what about Goblin Slayer? I'm like, shut up.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Like, shit gets real in episodes.
Yo.
Oh, man. Okay, are we ready for B-side?
Yeah.
All right, B-side.
What are we talking about today?
We are going to talk about OP's EDs, openings and ending songs. Let's just, a couple favorites. So, I'll give you a couple seconds to think of like some of your best. I've been collecting EDs and OPs just in a file on my computer for over the last like 10 years. So I know I got some favorites. Vicky?
Well, obviously, first of all, I forgot. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but we have to just say honorable mention, if not the best honorable mention, or in high school.
Oh man! Look,
everyone
kiss fall in love. Oh man! Look, it's not my favorite song, but that's a song I just want to hum sometimes. I got that on my car.
Damn, my love.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
I have that on an SD card in my car, and every time Sunrise, I'm like, yes. Woo!
Yes.
It's just a song that gets you going.
It's a poppy song. It's great. It's got a little bit of English in there just so you can throw it in there. Yeah. It's good.
That's a good one.
I think it's either Sunrise or Benny K. I cannot remember who does that. Do you remember, Patrick?
The song for it?
The
artist?
singers. Yeah.
I don't know, but that sounds right.
Oh man, I got a whole list. Let's see here.
I almost would think that it was just made for the show. It's so good.
Doesn't mean it wasn't, but
the ending song for Oran as well.
I don't remember that one.
Because there's a Japanese version and an English version, and I can't remember how either goes at the moment. Basically, Oran High School Host Club for honorable mention.
Definitely. That is can't get that out. It's so catchy. You can't get it out.
Mm-hmm. And they've got the voice actor to do a song for it.
Oh,
Tamaki song. Good anime.
Yeah, I kind of have like.
But again,
all right. Now I'm singing in my head, and I'm mad at you, but I'm also.
It's
happy.
so good. Sorry.
Like I'm like singing the whole thing.
See, that's like the epitome of anime, right? Open like that is an anime.
Yep.
God, look. I'm not gonna dance in public. I want to dance to that though in public. Like,
yes.
Yep. You play that song at any anime convention, and everyone's singing it.
All right, you're gonna have to apologize. I'm gonna apologize for my loud clicky keyboards, but I'm gonna go to Anime News Network because they have all the information I need.
It sounds like you're typing from the 1980s.
I got a mechanical keyboard.
It actually sounds like a typewriter, like a click, click,
Yeah.
click, click.
Yeah.
Like you need to do the.
Look,
ding,
I need
like
my feedback. I need to know that I got that full press. Okay. What is it? Give me a second. I will find the name of the opening song.
While you're looking, again by, I think it's like Yui.
Yep, all by Full Metal Alchemist, right? Again, by Yui. That's a good
goes
one.
hard.
The Full Metal Alchemist original one has awesome music.
Oh yeah,
like almost every single one is killing it. Like Asian Kung Fu Generation.
Yep, that's that generation. Yep, that is the generation.
Sakura Kiss by Chieko Kawabe. Chieko. Yeah. Anyway. And then Christine Sa sings it in English.
Is the English version of that one too?
A full English version.
Apparently.
Gonna have to look that up.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's just so many good openings and endings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Death Parade.
Death Parade?
Yeah, that's a good one.
The anime Death Parade?
Yeah.
I think I watched like one episode of that and didn't like it.
The opening. It's by Brady.
Yep. It's called the
Flyers.
Flyers, yeah. That's a fun one. That is another fun dancing one, yeah.
It's so good.
I'm gonna always have a soft spot for My Pace Style from Genshin, which is an ED. Mostly because we are Genshin. The opening song to Genshin, whatever. But this was the ending, and it was just like a little whistle, and it was nice and peaceful. It was great. Made me feel sad, but I was happy.
Yeah. I cannot remember it.
Yeah, I couldn't even try. You'd have to just listen to it. But My Pace Style.
But I feel like Hunter x Hunter has the best openings and endings consistently of probably any anime. Just oops, all bangers.
That sounds like something you shouldn't talk about in public.
No, because it's like most anime will have that song that it takes you a couple episodes to get into it, and then you like it, and then they switch to another one. And it's like, like My Hero, they'll switch like mid-season.
I mean, since you mentioned it, the like most famous freaking opening song for like a year was from My Hero Academia like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah,
You Say Run.
You cannot skip that song.
Not that isn't a great song, but man, that thing was everywhere.
You Say Run. Oof. Good stuff.
People were putting it was essentially a meme that became a thing.
Yeah,
where they just said "You Say Run" goes with everything, and they would just play the song to a video of it, something else, and it usually worked out pretty well, like unedited.
Yeah. That's like the TikTok song.
It was like a free AMV. Yeah.
That was a TikTok
really
anime song.
Yeah, basically.
You want to highlight some like damage or battles? You Say Run.
Oh god,
there's so much anime openings. I'm just kind of I'm looking through my folder. I'm like, man, there's just too many.
Yeah,
opening
this is
endings.
a hard topic.
But it's like if this is something like we should prepare for, but there's just so much.
Okay, you know what? Too bad. All right, let me talk about it because I am truthfully not a music like buff or anything, and I used to have a period in my life where, and you may find this hilarious, or you might relate, or just think I'm silly, but there was a time in my life when I was first like understanding and getting into anime as a pastime, and I was like, it's not in English. I don't understand what the hell they're saying. I don't know if I can get it. Like, I don't know if I can get into this music. And then it was my gateway drug. Okay, let me give you a quick game. Gateway drug. Early 2000s. Going to college, watching anime like on purpose and knowing it's not just a cartoon on Toonami. And I heard a song in Japanese from a very popular show. Try it. Wrong. Try again.
No. I know the song you're talking about. It's that one lady that sings.
Oh, actually, no.
Is it Outlaw Star?
No, I didn't know anime was anime at the time, but I will talk about her because she is my wife, who's also like 60 years old Japanese.
She is great, yes.
And when Patrick went to Japan, I was like, "Please give me her music, please." And he's like, "I couldn't find it," and I'm like, "No."
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I would say if they're in the time, I was gonna say something from Cowboy Bebop, maybe like you heard, but
no.
I don't know.
We're talking 2003 plus. So this is all pre-2003. This is all high school time for me and Vicky, not you, young boy.
Yes.
Forget that sometimes.
Me too.
But
Patrick's
fun fact. But I went to school with Patrick's sister, and Patrick went to the same school as me, and that school doesn't exist anymore.
Oh boy!
Wow,
it's not high school. They downgraded it.
Another fun fact: me and Cori went to school with my older sister, and me and Cori went to the same college. Put that into perspective.
And we graduated basically at the same time because I'm a successful adult.
Cori, you did it.
I mean, I got a master's degree now, so who cares?
Yep, exactly. You made it. Moving on, no.
I made it. It took a while. Serious note. Life sucks. Don't give up. It's okay. Yeah. Try again.
Don't grow up.
No, you gotta grow up. Stay kids
forever.
You gotta grow up.
Hey, this message brought to you by anime.
Okay. Come on, Patrick. Early 2000s.
Okay, I gotta focus.
Right? Anime. Good music.
Is it Ranma?
It's a anime that was new in 2000s. Early 2000s.
New in 2000s.
It's a big one.
New.
It's a big one.
And you heard it?
Naruto?
Boom!
Oh,
Naruto.
Yes.
The first ending song to Naruto by Akabayoshi.
Was it Flow?
No, it's Wind. Wind? No.
Oh, Wind, yeah.
Wind.
Wind.
Fucking love that song. That song can be played on the piano, Patrick.
Yeah. Yes.
Plays the piano, by the way. That song is awesome. I swear to God, I thought he was Jamaican. I'm like, what is this accent? This accent makes no sense to me. And now, like, I've got, that's another one I need to, like, legitimately go out of my way to buy and order from, like, Japan for $39,000. But just anything by Akabayoshi is great. Wind, Yellow Moon. Those are the two that were in actually in Naruto. Oh God, they were so good.
Yeah,
loved it.
That era of like Shounen, like Bleach, Naruto, and like all those. It was like rock, pop. Man, what a time to live in. Like I try to listen to.
It was a good time to get into Japanese music. I'll tell you right now, because the best part about Japanese anime openings and endings is they are legitimate songs 99% of the time that were like either made for the show or adapted for the show. And if they're adapted for the show but they're really good, it's like, I want this music. Another one was Beck. Anyone ever watch Beck?
Oh, yeah, Beck.
Mongolian Chop Squad?
That's the old one, but yeah.
So if you're like my friend Esme, you will not like it because it's English, basically. It's poorly pronounced English sung by a Japanese person. But if that doesn't bother you, it's good music. Because
it's been so long.
There's a rap that I like a lot. And it's not even like a main song. It's just a random song they sing twice, maybe 3 times, because, you know, it's expensive to do that. But, yeah. Oh, man. Moon Over the Water, they sing that song a lot in Beck. And there's like 2 versions that are pretty good. And 1 version I'm like, but Beck was good. I'm gonna look up a bunch of Bleach stuff so I can just rattle off stuff and even go.
Yeah,
go.
Bleach is. I also have kind of a list. I mean, Rolling Star at the one. Oh yeah, what was the girl like? Okay, she played
the first one.
You know, the girl who Hokiboshi.
I know who you're talking about.
Hokiboshi in Bleach.
Yep.
I forgot her name, but she.
Okay. Quick aside on Hikaboshi. She was a Japanese woman who moved to Japan, went to school in New York, and then went back to Japan. So her English is fantastic.
Do you know what?
And that's why she sings Life.
What is she singing?
Sorry. Life is a Boat. Sorry, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. There's Nano from, you know, who sang the opening to Batum, which is still a banger. Nano's from, I believe she's from New York.
Hold on. Didn't she start as a Utaite?
Yeah.
Utaite?
I think from...
she's so good.
Yeah, she's... I still listen to her. She's great. But yeah, New York definitely produces the artists. I mean, Utada Hikaru is, though.
Are you talking about Ichiri no Hana? That one?
Ichiri no Hana.
It's like a rock one.
Yeah.
Because that one was like 3rd season, I think. And it was like a rock ballad, basically. If I know the term at all. This is really good.
I mean, Bleach and Naruto, those 2 animes alone just like supplied seasons and seasons of opening endings.
Yep.
Like every one of them.
Back to back.
Jesus, like
Shonen shows are just Shonen and like especially sports anime have just popping OPs and EDs. So it's just like gets you ready to go.
Yeah, Ichiri no Hana is from High Mighty Color. There's Rolling Star from Yui.
Yep.
There's
Yui.
Volanica by Aqua Times, and there's Alones, which I don't think I like that one. I don't remember. But one of my favorites, other than the very original opening and ending, which I don't remember the opening for the original season of Bleach, but the ending was Life is Like a Boat, which I'm like, yep, I'm sad, and I love this song. Orange Range. I think that was it. Orange Range.
Yep.
Sounds familiar.
They do the rap.
Opening.
They do the rap part, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, I got you. I get that. Yuzora no Hoshitachi
no Ikari. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like dang. Yeah,
Bleach did 2 things extremely well.
Good.
It had really good music in the opening and ending, and it had style out the butt.
Yes, style.
The style was amazing.
I think along with if the music is banging, the OP or ED has to match it in style, and like together they make it memorable.
I think the unofficial truth is that good openings and endings inspired AMVs. Because whenever I see an AMV, or we used to try to, like, when I dabbled in AMVs, that's what I was doing. I was like, I am matching beat to movement. It is going to be amazing. And I didn't have nearly enough money or a legal desire to, like, get the Photoshop to make it, like, top tier. And my computer definitely wasn't good enough at the time because it would routinely crash in Windows Movie Maker, because that's what I was working with. But I made a couple good AMVs back in the day. But my favorite was the Overworld one.
Oh,
Overworld is so good.
Man, that was great. Now, I discovered a whole other group based off of Tonight Love is Racing.
Yeah, that's a good. That has the English, but man, that's some good English.
Yes, they did. That's Beat Crusaders, and Beat Crusaders did some of the music in Beck.
Oh yeah,
and so I found all these songs, and I'm like, this is amazing. I love this. I got deep into Beat Crusaders. Like, I still will listen to their songs. I'm like, yep. Everybody Hates My Guitar song. It's a silly ass title. It's a silly song. It's great. Everybody hates my guitar sound. Everybody hates... That's it. This is that melody, that sound. It's like, what? This is dumb and I love it. I love Beat Crusaders. That's probably, top 10 favorite, like, people who are Japanese that do music that I am aware of. I don't know many.
Black Butler had some great songs. And I like the rock genre. So it's like, you get your Sid, you get your, what the hell's his name? It's not Gazette. Maybe it is Gazette. But L'Arc-en-Ciel.
Yep.
Life is Like a Boat was by R-I-E-F-U. I assume that was Raifu.
Rie.
I always said it like Raifu in my head, so it never occurred to me until I started to say it just now.
I gotta say,
you gotta split
I gotta drop in the best, one of the best artists that I figured out is by Childbits. The Let Me Be With You opening and the artist band, round table with Nino, yes. I believe.
Yes.
Nino, that artist, like any song with her in it, I'm like, I'm so like, she's the best.
You're done.
She's the best. Yeah.
Look, if there were two Japanese women that I would marry who are way too old for me, one of them would be Rumukyo Takahashi. The other is my favorite, which is Akino Arai.
Mm-hmm.
That I came into knowing her from an anime I do not recommend watching, but it's called I was about to give it the wrong name, Tokyo Underground, because there's a song. Wait, just a second.
Hold on. Is that hold on? Is that the cat?
No.
Oh.
Nothing. What are you pointing at? Nothing. Hey, music is great stuff. Let's talk more about that.
Okay, so anyway, back to what I was saying.
Edit.
We gotta edit this out.
Edit all this
I will
out.
actually edit this. I have to edit this out because we're just rambling. But yes, going back onto the topic.
Akino Arai.
Akino Arai.
Okay, so Akino Arai, like I was saying. So Akino Arai, she had a song in Tokyo Underground. And I want to say, I should know by now what it was called because I almost know all of her songs by heart. I know it's not called Gravitation. That's why I keep pausing because I want to say.
There's also the anime that have the voice actors do songs in it, like as bands. It's just good stuff. Like it's always so professionally done, and it's like I wish someone could make me sound like a great singer. Like, dang, so good.
I feel like if you're a voice actor, you have a easier range that you can do like singing. I guess it kind of like cause especially with just the controlling your voice and like the tonal control of singing, like they act their way into being good singers. Like Vic Mignogna.
Well, look, for a while there, I was obsessed with a certain show called Ranma, and I acquired a lot of their music. Don't do that. It wasn't good. I was into it, and then I was not into it, and it's not worth the effort. It's not that good, and it was sung by the original voice actors. No offense to them, it wasn't that great.
Oh.
So anyway,
you're not a fan of that kind of thing.
So I'm going to continue to gush on my favorite thing, and while you two decide to talk about more things and interrupt me whenever you need to.
Well, we cannot not mention the amazing Aya Hirano from Suzumiya Haruhi.
I don't actually remember the music from that.
She's the singer. She's the voice actor of the melancholic world of Suzumiya Haruhi. You know, the girl who's just God and creates stuff. But
Haruhi-sama.
You haven't seen it.
But have you ever heard?
I've seen some of it.
Have you heard the song called "God Knows"? It's like it's a rock song. Ooh. You guys don't know this song?
Sounds like it's cool.
Oh my goodness!
I don't remember,
but I don't think I know it.
I would recommend Haruhi with qualifications.
Yeah, someone just told me that like it's got some issues, and I was like, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Did not know it was like superpowered girl who controls people.
But she doesn't know it, and so that's part of the whole thing.
Yep. But that singer, is definitely.
So Tokyo Underground was Tokyo Underground was the song that I first ran into Akino Arai, and the song is Kakuse Toshi, which I forgot what that means. Patrick, is that Crystal Radio?
Kakuse.
No, that's a different song, isn't it? Awakening City. It's called Awakening City. You know how I know it's called Awakening City? Because I found out how to get the lyrics into English. I was that into that song, so I wrote it down on a rich text document, and saved it for years because I freaking love.
Did you save it on a floppy drive?
Look, we didn't have floppies in 2003 that were useful. We had them, we just didn't use them. But yeah. I love Akino Arai. So she also did at least one or two of the songs from Spice and Wolf, which, if you've heard the music from Moshoko Tensei and you like the opening, some of the music from Spice and Wolf is extremely reminiscent of that. To the point where I'm like, is this the same song? No.
I like more rock stuff.
That's fair.
More of the shonen. Like Hunter x Hunter, openings, EDs, all of them top tier. Just so good. And then, in fact, one of the openings was the same song, just cut in two different ways. So it was just good either way you heard it.
Yeah. Well, I definitely recommend the music from Spice and Wolf if you even a little bit like the music from either Akino Arai specifically or the opening for Mushoku Tensei. But if you're liking your rock music, what do you think about Death Note?
Oh, Death Note's good. I like the intro.
What's that band name?
Let me see if I can find it.
Talk about humans.
Oh yeah. Ningen Fucker.
Yeah. That's a good. That's a good.
It just matches the intensity.
Yes.
Like,
both openings actually are good. I think.
But no, I think I want to say Attack on Titan has just
all of them, or just like
energy.
the first one. Oh, never mind.
The first two, really. Yeah. I haven't seen like the others. I haven't like gotten into it.
Anybody watch Gantz?
Have not, but I do know of it.
I've heard of it, but I have not.
I haven't seen the animation, but I've seen the movies, but I haven't seen the actual anime.
Well, yeah, we talked about that last week, actually, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah. Gantz, the anime, which, for adults. Gantz has, well, yeah, the anime definitely, but the manga even more so. But Gantz has a really cool opening called Super Shooter that has a really...
Yep.
Yeah,
I know that song.
Yeah, it's pretty. Song, it's high pitch or high paced. It's fast. It's boom, 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 boom. It hits real hard. It's pretty good. Samurai Champloo has good music.
Oh yeah, that whole soundtrack is definitely good. And Shiki no Uta, the ending for that is amazing.
Yep. Oh god, that's a good song too.
Yep.
There's a couple Inuyasha songs that remind me. I kind of pair them together a lot in my playlists, but there's a couple different big Inuyasha songs that just are great.
There's some songs where I'm like, this is a great song, and I find out what anime it's from, and I'm like, ugh. Like the Naruto ones. Because, like, I think it's Colors.
Yeah.
I think it's Colors from Naruto. That's such a good song, but then I'm like, it came from Naruto?
I
what you got on Naruto?
About the ending, the last, like, couple seasons of Naruto. Naruto specifically, not Shippuden, though I don't remember Shippuden music as much. I did not like a lot of the Bleach and a lot of the Naruto songs at the end. Like, the last, like, couple seasons there, I was like, pass. Especially Naruto, though. But,
I feel like the first seasons were, like, really, they reached their mark, and then I think that set a bar, and then anything afterwards was like, it's just not the same. It didn't meet our continual expectation of, like, the first ones are just, like, so good.
For
go ahead.
An anime that like had a second season with a really good OP, Tokyo Ghoul with Unravel for the first one, and then I forgot what the second one was called. But they also did songs for, I want to say, Psychopaths, the first one. TK from Ling something like that. Just good music. Such good music.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Let's see if I have it. Ooh, I do. I think it's called...
Unravel?
No, sorry. I was thinking about Eye Shield from last week. There's a couple, like, I'm not going to say they're good songs. I'm not going to say that. But I enjoyed them. One of them is called and it's spelled with a D, not a B, even though it probably should be. It's called Dang Dang. And they pronounce it similar enough where I'm like, sure it's not supposed to be Bang Bang, but whatever. And it's an enjoyable song that very much fits with Ice Shield and him running real fast. There's also Be Free, but I don't remember what that one was like. But it sounds like I have it there. Like, did I like this song? Maybe I did.
I like the JoJo soundtracks from the recent ones. Bloody Stream is very fun pop one. Jazzy as well. They do have a lot of jazzy influences within like the new JoJo Bizarre Adventures anime, and those are great. Bloody Stream, Stand Proud, anything from Golden Wind is great as well.
I'm still so behind on JoJo's that I only know the beginning song where it's like JoJo.
Yeah,
and then that's it.
Yes,
I only remember the ending song to whatever the most recent season I'm in, which is somewhere in India somewhere, or they got out of India. Because I watched it in like a year. But anyway.
Part 3.
There it is. I do like that, though. It just has a nice feel to it. Ghost in the Shell.
Yes, Ghost in the Shell. That famous singer. I forget her name. But she has
Origa?
Yeah, she has that angelic, elven, like voice.
Origa.
Origa, yeah.
So I think the name of the song is Wasure Nagusa. But it's by Origa. Origa, I believe. That's what it says in my computer.
That's not Universe.
No,
is it called Universe?
Inner Universe. Inner Universe.
Inner Universe.
What am I looking at? Let me listen to this.
That's so great. Where it's like Russian or it's all made up.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's either all made up or it's Russian.
Never mind. What I was talking about is a completely different song. Ignore me.
Inner Universe.
But just that's
a good song, though. Yes.
Yeah, that artist is great.
Oh, the OP for Lane. Serial Experiment Lane. So good. I can't remember how it goes. It's such a good show.
I watched one episode of that and I was like, pass.
What?
Do you know why? Because it's emotion.
I couldn't get into it.
Don't want to get into it. You can't get into it. It's too real.
Yeah.
It's too real when you watch it now.
Maybe it was.
Man.
Maybe it was.
Yeah. It's too real for me.
That is my dream setup. I just want to be in a room that's dark, screens everywhere.
That sounds like torture, but okay.
I mean, that's no different from what we're doing right now.
Hey,
yeah,
I can go outside and mow the lawn. That's fine.
Okay.
I just want to work from home.
Anything from Gact?
Oh, Gact.
I'm going to put that out there.
I'm trying to... I think Gact did a song for Black Butler. I think. One of them.
Gact, yeah.
I love it. Because I love Visual Kei. And
I thought it was K.
Who's it?
Is it Key or is it K? Visual K?
I believe it's K.
It might be Visual Kei.
Is it K-E-I?
Technically, it's K.
Okay.
But a lot of people say Key.
Well.
But I'll say K.
Us Gaijin.
You also say manga.
Us Gaijin say manga and K.
Yeah.
And anime. Yeah. Don't forget the good old animals.
Anime.
Oh. Date Bayo.
Date Bayo.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
Date Bayo. That hurt to hear.
Obviously you mentioned it earlier, but Tank.
Yes.
Tank is so good. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
It's fantastic. Oh, so good.
So good. That's just a get up and go song.
I have a soft spot for some songs from Arakawa Under the Bridge.
Oh, yes.
Did you see that show?
I've seen that. That show is me. I am prideful. I am so prideful. I would not let anyone do anything for me.
Arakawa Under the Bridge is such a weird show.
It's a good show. It's
good.
I've not seen it.
You should watch the first episode 1.
Let me put it like this.
We gotta put it on the list.
You must read this show because it is a lot going on. There's a lot of words. There's a lot of quick jokes. And that stuff just goes.
Yes.
That show makes my brain a little tired when I watched it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was 2 seasons, so it was a lot.
It's a good show.
It almost sounds like Paprika, where it's just a lot happening.
I will say this. If you want to get a good idea of what Arakawa the Bridge is like, even though it won't explain anything, just listen to the song Venus to Jesus.
Yes.
And that explains the core of the feeling of that show. Because that title makes no sense.
No,
does the show.
That's the Gaijin pronunciation. It's actually Venus told Jesus.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Right, Vicky knows.
I was like,
Venus told Jesus, right? It's Venus and Jesus.
It's Venus and Jesus.
Yes, my girl knows. My girl's cultured.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
She knows I'm Nippon.
Honestly, never would have made that connection. So I'm glad that you said that. You Japanese educated mofo.
Yeah, it's just like Rosario to Vampire. It's Rosario and
Vampire. That makes sense too.
Cori, anime people, when you hear to, it's not to, it's like and. Like, yo.
Yeah.
This
it's really hard. It's really hard not to see that. But there's some other songs by he did one song called Red Coat Aikai Coat. It literally says Aikai Coat for some reason. By a guy named Sunohir. So Sunohir.
Oh, Sonohir, yeah. That's a good band.
Love
the good band.
That guy.
I'm still stuck on the SONE. I was like, so
Suneohair.
Sunohir.
Suneohair. I don't know. But yeah, Akai Coat, Walk and Joy, Bleep Yeah, Mel Shite. I love those songs. They are great. And again, found him because he did one song from Our Car Under the Bridge. And that's like the best song. But then I listened to some of his other songs. Side note, I wish Japan didn't like release CDs as four songs. That just feels
it's so expensive.
Singles,
like, dang. And you gotta collect them all.
Ooh, Red Faction by Mel from Black Lagoon. Vicky, you gotta like that one.
I haven't seen Black Lagoon.
Okay, I need you to take 30 seconds just to look up that song and then tell me if it sounds like your kind of music. I'll talk about other things. Or Patrick, you got anything else? I've been talking a lot.
I was gonna say
you came prepared with the subject.
No, I just like my music. I'm sorry.
Even if you don't like the show, High School of the Dead opening, I like that opening. It's a heavy rock song.
Look, I like High School of the Dead the same way any guy likes High School of the Dead.
High School of the Dead, the opening song is great. It's a fun song.
I can't remember that one actually.
I love the opening for Future Diary, Vicky Mirai. Where they're just like saying all the Greek gods. I think it's either Greek or Roman, but it's just like listing them all, and it's just such a cool song. And the music video for it's weird as hell.
I don't remember the music for that. I watched the show. I don't remember it.
So Tanya the Evil, great 80s because it's Tanya singing them, and the OPs are great too because it's by Myth and Roy.
You know, it'd be fun
both
they got the male Tanya and the female Tanya to sing like a duet for that song.
That would be cool as hell.
Yeah.
Something about like
Smart.
killing God.
Yeah. Relevant. There's a song that I liked that other people did not like at the time that I talked to anyway. And it was from Cashern's Sins, which I'm assuming was not very popular. And it's called Aoi Hana. So I guess blue flower.
Mm-hmm.
Aoi is blue and green. I forget how that works.
It's both.
Yeah,
it's more
whatever.
Bluey.
Colored flower. Aquamarine flower. I don't know. I like it. I'm not going to tell anybody else to listen to it, but
Side note, Aoi is blue, but also
they don't have
stoplights. The color green is called blue. Yeah. But there is a word for the color green. It's just not for stoplights.
Yeah. I mean, it's Midori. It's Midori, but that's like, again, like bananas are blue. Sometimes when they so here, okay, you want to know AOE can also be used as like not ready, or like what is it, like you're not there, like it's not ready yet or something like that, like
the way I learned
unripened.
Yes, there you go, that's the word.
like gone for Hisoka.
Oh god,
like when you say Mara AOE, like sometimes like you're not quite, like we're not quite there or whatever. It's like Akachan, right? Akachans are like red babies, but like
Yep.
blue.
That always feels so weird when I learn that. This is how I learn Japanese. I just watch enough anime and then I look it up. Like, what does this mean? Ayaoi. Oh, shot.
Ayori
Aoshi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, it means true blue love, but not really, but yes. I'm like, what? I don't understand.
Translation is difficult. Yeah.
That's why they didn't translate it.
I want to say I like the songs from Triple X Holic. Like the first opening is very like chill and like very like that's a song you would take a cigarette to and you would just smoke it and you would just like chill. That is a very chill song. And
okay, so Kagero by Buck Tick.
I love Buck Tick.
Man, look, Vicky, karaoke.
I love Buck Tick.
Do it. Now, let's go.
And are you talking about the anime where it's like vampires?
No. This is from XXaholic.
Yep.
Okay, that is
yes.
Okay.
You gotta look up Triple X Holic songs. Triple X Holic, they have 2 seasons, and both of those open endings. Both of those open endings I really enjoy.
19 Sai, or how do you say it? Juno Sai?
Yep, Ju Nana Sai. Which again, when 20 is like the age, 19 is like you're not like you're still a young one.
You're
only 19.
All right, so you like Visual K, Kagero by Buck Tick. If you haven't heard of it, you will love it because I love.
You gotta look it up.
I've heard it. I just can't think of it right now because I haven't associated it with an anime or an OP or ED, so I can't like remember it. But I love Buck Tick. And all I can think of right now is like the song about ducks.
Don't know that one, but I do know that I love my cicadas real when I think about this song. Kagero. Again, this is how I learn Japanese. I find something I like, then I look it up some more. I'm like, it means cicada. What's a cicada? Oh! And then I move where I move, and it's like, oh, we got cicadas this year. Anyway, a bunch of cicadas.
You didn't know about cicadas until anime?
Nope.
What?
Never seen one.
But you were in Minnesota.
For a time, and then I didn't see a cicada, so I'm sorry.
There's cicadas?
I didn't.
Wow.
They come out like every 13 and 17 years, so I'm sorry, I didn't see cicadas.
You missed the quota.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look. I know crickets. But those aren't cicadas.
I grew up with them in Chicago and then Minnesota. You see their little shells sticking on trees.
Yeah.
Creepy little bodies.
Yeah. Anime teaches
like
me things
insect
I would never know.
mechazoids.
But Ju Nanosai is a good song. Yeah. Kagero is a good song. Those are both from XXaholic. Yep. Those are the only ones I have on my computer.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to take my own little intermission to find that song. It's like a vampire anime, and it's like Kisu or Kizu something, and it's so good, and the video was so weird.
Now, I have been trying to make an AMV out of songs from Tsubasa Chronicle for like
Blaze.
10 years. Like legitimately for like 10 years. And I am not doing a very good job. And I don't make AMVs anymore, but every time I think about it, I'm like, yeah. And I try to find a song, I'm like, nope. I try to find anime to do it. And I'm like, nope, not good enough. Not good enough. I've looked up a couple occasionally. Never found anyone who used either a Song of Storm and Fire, not to be confused with that other thing. And then there's the one I really, really want to use. I'm trying A Ship of Fools. Let me double check this is the right one. I'm gonna play it real quick for myself. Anyway. Oh, that's a good song too. Basically, I also love Yuki Kajiura. She makes some amazing instrumental songs. And there's a couple where she sings, but so good. So good.
My internet won't load, so I will be forever wondering what that song is.
Is the name of the song Kuchizuke?
What was that again?
Kuchizuke.
Yes, maybe.
The song was used as opening of the anime Shiki.
Yes, that's the one.
You're welcome.
It's a good song.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I would have been obsessing about that all day. I was like, I love that song. I played it on repeat. In fact, it's not even on YouTube. I had to go through Vivo to find the video for it.
Look, they got to get their money somehow.
Bucktick is. It's just great that like, unlike American shows for like anything, Japanese anime has like actual bands. So if you like the song, you can get into the band, and it's very similar. It's like a great way to find new music.
Okay, anyone here, and I'm going to assume the answer is no, watch pre-tier? Any of them?
More pre-tier?
Pre-tier.
Pre-tier.
It's like a super girly. I want to say it's a.
I know
Oh,
what
no.
you're talking about, but no.
Yeah. So there's one
No.
song. I got into pre-tier like for a hot second. I mean, one show, and then I never went back. But there's this song that I love that was opening. It's called White Destiny. It is just poppy and awesome. It's a Yoko Ishida song, so that helps.
Oh, yes. Yoko Ishida.
Yeah, so always good choice on Yoko Ishida.
Log Horizon with, what is it? Man on... What's the... Man on Fire? It's not Man on Fire. It's Man on
Patrick,
something.
you were super into Log Horizon's music when it first came out.
Yeah.
But the song they did for the opening, so good.
Log Horizon,
Is it
along with,
fire?
yeah. It's good, really good stuff.
Oh,
That just, yeah.
you go ahead.
No, I just this just made me think of like Sword Art Online as well. That has some nice music as opening endings. I can't deny it.
That's another anime.
I can't deny it,
Yep.
but they have some really good music as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one where I'm like, it's great music, but
That introduced me to like
Kimi
you have to watch the
Todoke.
what?
Yeah.
But no, I was like that introduced me to Lisa.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
From not,
Lisa's
from
great.
Sword Art Online. Lisa does. After that, like man, all of her songs are just bangers. She's great.
Mm-hmm. Like, oops, all bangers. What else?
Kimi Todoke. I really like the music from Kimi Todoke. Period.
Kimi to what?
Kimi ni Todoke.
Oh, Kimi ni to. Oh my goodness, that is
Oh,
a show
okay.
that I love. That's a good song. They have some good songs. That.
Yeah. There's my Gits. I typed it as Gits, so I couldn't find it. But Ghost in the Shell, yeah. Rise, and then Living Inside the Shell by Steve Conti. Yeah, those are both really good. But yeah, it was Yoko Kanno and Oraiga. That's why I got confused with that other song by Oraiga. Because...
To have a small aside, Bucktick's Alice in Wonder Underground, such a good song. Such a good song.
I'm going to remind
It
you,
should be...
you have to listen to Kagero.
No, I will. I have it
Okay.
on my iPod.
Nice.
Good choice.
iPod Classic, bringing it back to mid-2000s. I can't believe that's over 15 years ago. Good God.
Hacking into the Gate from Steins Gate.
Oh,
Hmm?
that's yep.
Still haven't
Steins
seen
Gate
it.
is that's still a great. Yep, that's still up there.
Oh, I forgot to bring up D and Angel. Anyone ever watch D and Angel?
I love DNA.
Yes.
You know I watched
I figured you
DNA.
did.
Yes.
I figured you did. But you can't tell me that music isn't pretty good. I'm opening up this one real quick. Yeah. That opening.
D and Angel. God. Reminds me of, I think it's Black Blood Brotherhood had a good opening.
Yeah, I was talking about that not too long ago. Black Blood Brotherhood, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like any anime you watch. The openings are good. I can't
I
think
don't
of one
agree.
where it was bad openings.
There's bad openings.
There are some bad openings.
And I know there's bad EDs because I'm like, I would just skip it and not even wait to hear things. But like My Hero Academia, I like both the openings and EDs, and we'll sit through all of it.
Did you watch Trinity Blood?
No,
No.
not
Because
Trinity
your best friend, Buck Tick, did some
I
music
tried
for
to
that.
get into it, but I
wouldn't recommend watching it anymore, but he did some music for that that you might enjoy quite a bit.
yeah, no. As a band, if anyone likes Visual K, Buck Tick is where it's at.
Yeah.
Like,
I could care less about the
Sakura.
visual, but the music is pretty great.
Blood. You mean his actual? It's kind of like a.
Like, I don't actually care.
What is it? It's like is it like a David Bowie-ish? Kind of that
It very
very
much
David
is.
Bowie
He's
kind
like
of
a Japanese
yeah,
Bowie.
Japanese. I would say like his like Japanese David Bowie-ish. David Bowie's great,
And he seems like he's ageless.
yeah, he's a literal
The dude's-
vampire. They're both literal
That
vampires.
makeup will do a lot of work for you.
They're basically Dio
I don't think he
from
would.
Dodo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yep.
They're basically Dio. I mean, come on now.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
No, but you also one of you mentioned Outlaw Star, and that's also Arai Kino. So That stuff
Oh.
crushed my heart. It was just sad and beautiful every time. And there's like 2 or 3 different songs, and I'm just like, oh, I'm sad. I love it. I'm 18
feelings.
and I want to cry. There's too many feelings.
Too many feelings.
Man, I have a lot of random Buck Tick music. Mona Lisa album.
Buck Tick is great.
I'm gonna look that. I'm
You know,
gonna look them up.
Yeah, get into Buck Tick, y'all. Listeners, leave your favorite Buck Tick song in the comments.
Godiva. Do you remember that one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what. Oh, Dot Hack. It reminds me. That song specifically reminds me of the movie The Fifth Element when the blue alien opera singer is singing. Yeah. Godiva reminds me of that movie specifically every time.
I love Fifth Element. When she does that run, so good.
Sakamoto Maya is also a pretty good performer.
Oh, Assassination Classroom. The kids sing all those songs, and they're so good. I can't remember what the title is in Japanese, but it's like 365 days. Something. So sad, because it's like the last one. Bye Bye Yesterday. There we go.
Anybody want to throw in a Ayumi Hamazaki before I say something?
Oh goodness, Ayumi Hazaki. Is that the one?
That was the one. That was the one.
Is she the one that sang Evolution? I'm not sure if that was an actual anime song.
Yeah, that was the one I was going to say.
Evolution. Oh my, that song is like, that song created so many. That song is great. Ayumi Hamasaki is great.
I know we mentioned Full Metal Alchemist, but didn't they do one for didn't Lay Arc and Seal do one of those? Arc and Seal? I say
probably.
But anyway.
Probably. I think definitely for the live action movie.
Oh,
I feel like at some point or something.
Rurouni Kenshin, Freckles, or Sobakusu. Don't know another one.
I watched only English, so I don't remember any of those. Yeah.
I think there is also an English version of that song too, which is called Freckles.
Oh.
I just remembered something. Ryo Oki's theme from Tenchi Muyo. It's all instrumental.
It's a throwback.
It's got that kind of like I don't know how to describe it.
Jazzy.
I was going to say it's got like a shimasen, but I don't actually know what that sounds like. So.
Oh, the little guitar.
Yeah, Japanese guitar.
I couldn't tell you. It's a Tenchi Muyo Ryo Oki theme. It's the ending thing they used in the English. That's all I can tell you. I couldn't describe it better.
I want one of those so bad.
Go.
Even though I can't even play an acoustic guitar.
You can learn.
But one day.
All right, here's my FMA list. Porno Graffiti, Melissa, Crystal K, Motherland, Pint Size Alchemist. Lay Arc and Seal did Ready, Steady, Go.
Yep, Ready, Steady, Go.
Yeah. And then Asian Kung Fu Generation did Rewrite, which...
Yep, oh yes, Rewrite.
That was killer. Let's see. Undo is by Cool Joke. I want to know what happened to Cool Joke.
Just throwing it on top of the
just good stuff.
honorable mention list. Anything from Initial D. Just go.
I do enjoy some Initial D, but not the music as much.
What's that song? How does it go? Deja vu.
Anything from Initial D. Anything Initial D adjacent. Just if you want to listen to some good old Europop. Oh, it's good stuff. Over the Rainbow. Remember Me. Oh, that's good stuff.
Was that one song from JoJo's Turnabout?
Mm-hmm. Turnabout. I think that's right.
Turnabout. Yep. Oh yeah, Turnabout.
That's just a fun song.
Anybody want to mention any more Utada Hikaru songs?
All of them.
All of
Not
them.
even anime, just Utada Hikaru.
Simple and Clean.
Just
Simple and Clean.
Hikari, This Is Love. Can You Keep a Secret? What's some other ones here? Simple and Clean. So that Passion, Colors, Wings. Yeah. Sakura Drops. That one's pretty good too. Okay. So I got two broad things to mention. Is there anything else you two want to go before we wrap this up?
I still like Cutie Honey opening. That's a good song to listen to. That it epitomizes girl transformation.
Yeah, I don't know. Just OPs and EDs are great. I love them.
All right. So, I'll just say this. If anyone has the desire to watch a weird show where their brain is also going to have to take a lot of time to read and quickly and also try to understand jokes and the next jokes and the next jokes, Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei.
Yes,
That's such a good
one.
show.
It's a good show, and the music is bonkers, and I love it. Roomba, that's the song. I just, Roomba, 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 Roomba. I'm just sitting there all day long, just going insane, thinking Roomba over and over
going
again.
crazy.
Ringo.
Watching a Roomba go round.
Ringo, I don't know what this means, but Ringo Mogure Beam, that's a song. I don't even know, but I remember I loved it.
Apple something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Again,
Something.
I know enough about anime to know the word apple.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you, Death Note.
Thank you, Death Note. There's so many. Okay, so I think Zetsubo only had 2 seasons. Very, a lot going on in those shows, but man, they were fun to watch. But the opening and the endings, especially the openings, there's so much going on. And it's just enjoyable to listen to. It's enjoyable to watch, especially if you're context. And as it shows, Zetsubo Sensei has too many high school girls for you not to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So, you watched it, Patrick?
Yeah, I've seen
it,
I haven't finished all of it, but I've seen some of it.
Okay, fair enough. Honestly, if you've watched one season, you've watched all of it, just less so. Because it's not like... It's all gags. It's a gag show. So, you don't have to watch all of it to get it.
Right.
Like Nichijou.
Never actually watched Nichijou as much as Patrick has told me. It's great.
You should watch, if you can't watch Nichijou, you should watch Boy Nichijou.
Yes! Boy Nichijou.
You gotta watch
so
Boy Nichijou if you don't want to watch. If you don't want to watch Cori, I understand if you don't want to watch little high school girls. Watch little high school boys. Feel comfortable with yourself.
You made that sound not at all normal.
Good. Isn't it called like Boys Life in High School?
Yeah, it's like daily
Boys High School Life.
Yeah, daily lives
of high school boys.
I actually watched Daily Life of High School Boys. I watched that.
That's the one.
It's so good.
I have nothing against Nichijou. It's just never been like top of my list of things to watch. Like Azumanga. Basically, I watched Azumanga Daioh and I watched Lucky Star, and I'm like, do I need to watch any more? And then I watched K-On! And I'm like, I don't need to watch anymore. I have slice of life myself to death with that.
But the Daily Lives of High School Boys is worth watching, even if you're like tired.
I've watched it.
All of it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Like when it came out, I was watching it like day in, day out. So yeah, tons of good stuff. I couldn't remember the song from, I think it was Hamazaki. Maybe it was Evolution, but I don't think it was Evolution. It was somebody, and they did a song for an anime where it looked like Akira, like the drawing had the same style as Akira, but they were in space on like a space station or the moon or something. I always forget what it is until it like randomly shows up on my my playlist. But yeah, any recommendations based on what we talked about today?
Listen to Buck Tick.
Yep,
all of it.
I think that's a good choice.
I feel like we listed a bunch of like. Maybe I'll tackle this and I'll type in every like song and name and artist in the description below. But we listed quite a bit, so yeah.
I mean, we got basically songs as far back as at least 2000.
Yeah,
at least
that's
to probably
that's the heyday, man. 2000s anime music,
bumping, so good.
But yeah, Vicky, I want you to listen to Kagero. I want you to tell me because I'm about to sing some Buck Tick once this is over.
Yeah, no.
And then I'm gonna start listening to some Zetsubo Sensei because it's great.
I might listen to all of the OPs and EDs for Assassination Classroom because just that the kids are singing it, so good. Love it.
All right. And I think that if you're listening to this at episode 12 and you've listened through 1 through 12, it's definitely just start making lots of comments. Bug Vicky. If we actually have enough people who are actually seriously invested in this show, we can actually go out of our way to make it more interactive. We definitely have considered it, but obviously because of our release schedule, we're kind of not able to do that. Plus, nobody knows we exist, so it's not that big a deal. So
get at us on Twitter.
Yeah,
we read and we'll respond. Subscribe.
Do we have any comments on our YouTube channel yet?
I don't think so.
That's what I figured. So like I said, not relevant yet.
Hey, we're starting. You gotta start somewhere, man.
Started from the bottom, and we're still there.
We're underground.
Hey,
underground. Tokyo underground. Call back.
That's a great answer.
But like, comment, subscribe, get at us, follow us on Twitter. All that usual social media stuff.
Yeah, we'll tell you this at episode 12, not episode 1 or 2 or 3.
because look, you're probably an adult, and if you're not an adult, please be careful listening to what we're saying. And you know how to use the YouTubes and the Twitters and all the other stuff. So do that if you want to. And if you don't want to, why are you here?
Actually, word of mouth it. Tell your friends.
Oh, yeah, please. Tell people. So they can all judge me for not watching JoJo's.
Yeah. Or not liking me.
And they can tell me how.
And if you got a Japanese wife that you want to send to Patrick, he's still looking.
Editor, we gotta cut that out. Remember, we don't talk about any relationships during the podcast.
And then if you want to talk about BDSM, Vicky's got you covered.
What?
Yeah. Remember, we talked about it earlier in the show.
I don't recall.
Yeah. You don't remember? Well, listen to the beginning of the episode where we define what BDSM stand for, and you'll know why Vicky got you covered. Loveless.
Loveless.
But yeah. Thanks for joining us on our first core 12th episode. Yay.
Not Core. I'm sorry. That's how I'm thinking of it every time she says that.
No, it's core.
But it's not spelled
Cours.
Yeah. We're not French. We don't know. Look, you speak Japanese. You speak some Japanese. I don't speak anything but English and bad everything else. So I'm sorry when you use French over a podcast. No one knows what you said when it sounds like an English word. Like two. Even though it's toe.
It's toe. not to be mistaken with the number 2.
Oh my God. There we go.
Or the additional 2, which is Mo.
Vicky.
Kaze no Kizu. How did I learn that was Windscar? Because I watched it in English first. Kaze no Kizu.
Well, this has been an awesome episode, everybody.
I love it.
Thanks for watching Loveless.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about some OPs and EDs. And then just good bands all together.
Next week is
Wonder Egg Priority.
We're going to be in our feels, folks.
Get ready to feel. Anime can make you feel good, but prepare to feel bad. Well, I mean, episode 2 kind of did that already.
Here comes the hurt comfort you've been looking for.
I told you, people.
In anime.
BDSM.
Well, thanks again for joining us. We have been Taku Katsu with your hosts, Cori.
What's up?
Patrick.
What's up?
And it is me. Not Dio, but Vicky.
You should have just said, what's up? I mean, it would have worked.
What's up?
What's up? Play us out, Patrick.
Bye.
Ciao, matane.
Adios.